Hey everyone, this is going to be a bit of a different video. So this is going to be a video involving a move called the reverse glide. So I'm going to give you a quick performance of the reverse glide, and then I think I will talk to you about what we will be learning today. It will make sense. So the spectator can shuffle the deck, that's fine. And I would explain to the spectator, I'm going to drop cards, and all they have to do is call out stop. Say they call out stop here. So go ahead and remember your selection. So once the spectator has remembered their selection, we can take their card and leave it right there. And let's say we lose it somewhere in the middle. The spectator pushes their card in, and just like that, their card is on the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to be teaching you how you can have a cover card on the bottom. So after you lose their card in the middle of the deck, you can actually have their card second from the bottom with a cover card. I will teach you how you can position their card any number up from the bottom of the deck. And then if you would like, you can add in that cover card as well. So before we get into this though, the tutorial for the reverse glide will be in the description along with the dribble and the pinky count. Excuse me. And in case you're wondering about the deck I'm using, these are the black bicycles. Okay, I don't know the actual name, but I will leave my deck review of these in the description. So the first thing before you even attempt this is you're going to want to know how to do the reverse glide. I'm not going to teach it because the video would be too long, but assuming you know how to do the reverse glide, once again the video's in the description, we can start. So I'm going to give you a quick performance of the reverse glide with the cover card, and then we will jump into the tutorial. There's not much difference from the actual tutorial. So let's say I drop cards and the spectator calls out stop here. Go ahead and remember your card. Perfect. So I would take your card right here, and we can leave it sticking right out of the deck right there. And let's say we throw the rest of the cards on top. We push your card in, and you're going to see your card isn't on the bottom, but it is second from the bottom. So here is the tutorial for that. So you're going to start off in a normal reverse glide. And, oh, let me pick those up really quick. Okay, I think that's all of them. I'm sorry about that. So, if that's not all of them, I will see after the video. I think that's all of them. So, once again, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna start by dropping cards like this. The spectator calls out stop. You're gonna show them the bottom card as a normal reverse glide. With your other hand, instead of catching a break under one card, you're going to catch a break under two cards. Now, I taught in the reverse glide a few ways you can do that, so I'm not going to go over that in this video. But the easiest way you could do that is either pinky counting two cards, which I will leave a link for, or with your hand like this, you could push off two cards, put your pinky in, and pull back. And now you have a break under two cards. Either way, once they remember this card, you're going to lower your hand and you're going to line up it on top of the break here. So you're just going to line up this upper packet with the break, and all at once you're going to lift up from that pinky break. So now you just stole those 2 cards, okay? So one more time, I will go over that. So you have the selection here. You have a break under 2 cards, and all at once, you're going to line everything up, and without missing a beat, just lift up, okay? If you hold it here too long, the spectator might think you're doing something, okay? And you don't want them to know that you're actually putting the deck over here, holding it and then moving it away. What it's gonna look like is you come over and then you just use your fingers to slide out their selection. But you know you're loading 2 cards on the bottom. So one more time I will show you that. So here's their selection. You have your pinky break. You come over, you lift up from that break on these 2 cards and you come away. And now the 2 cards are loaded. And now you say, okay, let's take your card. And your fingers are just going to slide out that bottom card. And you can either spread the top half or you can dribble. You just want to keep track, though, of that bottom half. I leave their card out jogged. And then instead of just putting the rest of the cards on top, I'm going to cut them about halfway. You don't have to. Throw on the top half and throw on the bottom half. That part is optional, but I think it's better than just throwing on the deck or throwing down the half. Once they push their card in, though, now their card is going to be second from the bottom. So when playing around with this, I thought, okay, this is really good because now you can show the top card. They'll say, no, that's not my card. Show the bottom card, no, that's not my card. And now their card is on the bottom. And yes, these are moves that I played around and I put together. I can't find these anywhere else, but if you out there actually know if these are already out there, leave a comment so I can update the description. So I'll go over that really quick one more time, and then we will move on to the next move. It's just like the normal reverse glide by Harvey Rosenthal, except you have a break under 2 cards. So you drop cards, they call out stop. You're going to catch a break under 2 cards, just like that. This packet's going to come on top, and once it's lined up, see how my thumb can lift up immediately on that break. And I'm going to say, okay, let's take your card. I just slide out the bottom card. I drop these. I place their card out jogged, and then you can either drop these on top, or you can split them about in half, give or take. Drop the top half down, drop the bottom half down. They push their card in, and now it's second, excuse me, from the bottom. And that is the first thing I wanted to teach you, was how you can have a cover card, I guess, on the bottom covering up their card. Because if some people want to see the top and bottom cards and they see their card isn't there, that might help sell it better. So now this is going to be how you can position the selection any number from the bottom. I'm still practicing how you can position their card any number from the top using this move, but I haven't come up with anything. So just for all intents and purposes, for the performance, let's say just to keep things easy, the number is 4. So I would drop cards, the spectator would call out stop. Let's say here, go ahead and remember this card. If you wanted to, you could even sign it, then place it back. It doesn't matter. So you go ahead and remember that. Perfect. Okay, we'll go ahead and we'll take your card, and let's say we leave it right there in the middle. We cut the packet, we push your card in, and now if we look from the bottom, your card should be 1, 2, 3, and 4. from the bottom. Okay, so for this one, I had a little trouble getting their card where it was supposed to be. But hopefully the performance or the tutorial is going to be better. So for this, we're going to stick with 4, but I think this could work maybe. Actually, I don't think it will work with any number. You'll see what I mean. And you're going to want to be really good with getting breaks if you're going to want to position their card any number from the bottom. This is why I have a restriction. Let me show you what I mean. So they drop cards, you call out stop, you show them the bottom half, and let's say they want a 4, okay? With this other half, instead of counting 1 or 2 cards, you're going to count 4 cards. So I'm going to pinky count 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. Now in the performance, I pinky counted 3. I remember that 3 cards wouldn't have worked. So then I tried to pinky count 4, and that's where I ran into the trouble. So once you pinky count the number of cards they name, in this case 4, you're all set. So you're going to come down and you're going to do everything from before, okay? You're going to lift up on that break, grab that bottom card, put their selection down, do whatever you want with the bottom half. They push their card in, and just like this, now their card is 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Let me go over that a few more times, and then we will go over the very last thing. So let's say we drop cards, they call out stop, excuse me, right here, the 10. You're going to pinky count whatever number they name. Let's say 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think that's 4, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Pinky count isn't always reliable, but you could push off 4 cards. Might be a little hard. That's why I say learn the pinky count, the thumb count, whatever. I'm still practicing the thumb count, so I'm not even going to attempt to teach that. But they're going to remember their card on the bottom. They name 4, you have a break under 4 cards. So you're going to come over and do the same thing from before. Line up with the break, lift up on the break, slide out the bottom card they think is theirs. I drop this packet, I put their card there, I do something with the other packet, I push their card in, and now it is 1, 2, 3, 4. And I will teach that one more time. And then we will go into the very last thing. So let's say we drop cards, they call out stop. Let's say this time the spectator wants 6. The spectator wants number 6. So in this case, you're going to have to pinky count really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's why I don't go a big number, because the pinky count isn't always reliable for me, but with 1 or 2 cards it usually is. So they'll remember the 6 of clubs, we will line it up on the break, lift up, slide out that bottom card. You can either spread the bottom half or dribble it. I like to make things messy. And then we will drop this half. They'll push their card in, and now the 6 of clubs will be at, excuse me, number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last but not least, here is the final thing we will be learning. How you can get a cover card on before that group of 4 cards. So let's say, for example, here's what I mean. Let's say for number 4, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, the Jack of clubs. Well, what if the spectator wants to look at the top and bottom card? Excuse me. So, you explain the 7 isn't theirs. The other 7 isn't their card. And the card is still at 1, 2, 3, 4, as opposed to 3. Here's how you're going to be able to do that. Let me give you a quick performance of that. So let's say the spectator wants their card at 3. So I will dribble. You go ahead and remember this card. Perfect. I think you can see that there. Perfect. We will take your card. We will leave it right there. We will throw it right into the deck. And your card isn't on top. Your card isn't on the bottom. But now it is 1, 2, 3. So here's how you're going to do this. So whatever number they say, you're going to add the value or the digit 1 to it, okay? So if the spectator says they want their card at 3, you're going to add 4. If they want 6, you're going to add 1 for 7. If they want 10, add 1 for 11. And that is how you're going to get this to work. So let's say the spectator names 3 again. That means you're going to pinky count 4 cards. So they call out stop. I show the king, and I'm just going to pinky count 1, 2, 3, 4. So now when I go ahead, because they want their selection third, or they just name 3, I'm going to lift up on the break, take the bottom card, put it there, lose these. I'm going to push it in, and now just like that, the card isn't on top, the card isn't on the bottom, but now it is 1, 2, and 3. Because you got rid of that one cover card, that was able to now put the card down to the number they named. I'll go over that 2 more times and then that will be the video, because this is a pretty long video anyway. Let's say they call out stop. Let's say in this case they want a 2, just to not waste too much time. We're gonna pinky count 3 cards, or any way you want to get a break, go ahead. So they have the king, they name number 2. I have a pinky break under 3 cards. Excuse me. I lift up on the break. I'm gonna spread these out, gonna drop their card down there, put these down, and now when they say okay, their card isn't on top, their card isn't on the bottom, well now it is actually second from the bottom. And here it is one more time. So let's say the spectator wants 4 again. We dribble. They remember the card. You're going to pinky count because they want 4 cards, 5 cards. So you're always going to add 1 to it. And that is the only math you're going to do. So I have a break under 5 cards. I lift up on the break. I take out the card. I spread these, or I can dribble them. I put their card down. I put these on top. Push them in. Their card isn't on top. Lose it in the middle just for consistency. Or get rid of it any way you want, really. Their card isn't here. But now it is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, that was today's video. A bit longer than I expected, but I hope you really enjoyed this. Let me know if you have actually seen this anywhere, and I will go ahead and update the description. But this is something I've just been playing around with. I wasn't sure if it's original. And the next couple of videos, okay, I don't know how many, but they actually have some original content I've been playing around with, or effects, moves, controls, whatever, that I will be showing. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you are new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time with another video. Bye.